Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my review for Married at First Sight, Season 12, Episode 2. At least this time we got 3 weddings, okay? The episode was only 2 hours, so that's not that bad. And I was fast forwarding through stuff I didn't care about, too. So, it wasn't that bad. This time watching the episode, at least it was not 3 hours with nothing to show for it or whatever. But first things first, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, dun 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 dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Okay? Do not forget to also like this video, comment in the comment section, hit the share button to share it on your social media. You can also follow me on IG and Twitter at J_Lees_Corner and all of that. Remember to relax, to relate, to release, to center yourself and everyone around you, to always breathe it on in and breathe it on out, because sometimes we just forget to breathe, but it's all good, okay? Tomorrow is the Ashanti Keisha Cole's versus battle. I will be live on my YouTube when it goes off, as usual, okay? And then Friday or Saturday, I will try to do a Let's Chit Chat about the foolishness or whatever, so that will be a live video too. But let's get to the episode, okay? The first couple up we have is Ryan and Clara. Okay, now we know the last episode they had, walked down the aisle blindfolded to get to each other, okay, because he wanted them to see each other at the same time and whatnot. So the things come off or whatever, and they're like, oh, hi, I'm Clara, and I'm Ryan. And that was really it. Now, they go ahead and say some vows to each other as strangers, okay, who don't know one another. They make promises they hope will come true. Basically, Ryan brings up how, I have always known that you have been with me. You have always been with me in this situation or in that situation over my whole life. Even though you weren't there physically, you were always waiting in my heart. Or waiting somewhere around the wings and whatnot, okay? Clara said some stuff I didn't remember. I think it was nice, but I was like, I don't, it's vows to strangers. It's like I can't really be trying to remember all the vows or all the strangers or whatever, okay? Now, they do get married. They do kiss on the lips. And they do seem to like each other or whatever. So I guess it's fine. Like, he's still freaking out because, again, he has never told someone that he loves them. Okay, it's like, oh my God, I've never said it before. I think I wanted to mean something or whatever. And now I'm married. What do I do if I can't tell my wife I love her? Well, you probably shouldn't have got married before you had loved at least one person before, but I'm going to let that go because I'm going to digress or whatever. Now, he finds her attractive or whatever. She finds him handsome as well. They do like each other, okay? Physically, there's an attraction to one another. So they start asking questions or whatever. This question, that question. I think they asked zodiac signs or whatever. I don't believe in that stuff. He asked her what is her biggest fear about this whole process of being a stranger, and her reply was that I will fall in love with you and you won't love me back. And it was like, dun dun dun, that's probably what's going to happen. Wait to see what happens next time on Married at First Sight. Because they paired her with someone who's never loved someone, and her fear is to not be loved. I'm like, girl, these messy ass matchmaking experts be on some bullshit from the beginning. Now, they do have a nice little walk down the aisle or whatever, holding hands. I still don't like his hair. Okay, his hair still hurts my nerves. That whole little slick slide, I don't know what it is or whatever. Her dress was pretty. We're going to also still leave that beat. Now, they go and take some photos together, as all couples do, or whatever. Again, they seem to be getting along for the most part, but it's only been like an hour, so it's like the little idle chit chat and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? It's cool, but we will see what happens later. Now, during their reception, you know what I'm saying, she starts talking about how she didn't like her dress, her veil, her shoes, her hair, her makeup, the temperature, the world, the weather, everything. She didn't like nothing or whatever. And now she's talking, he's like, Okay, yeah, okay. He's like, what the fuck did I get myself into? Who complains this much about trivial things or whatever? Now, I do believe it was her daddy during the speeches who said that he was just happy he didn't have to pay for the whole wedding. I'm like, well, if you would have, she would have complained or whatever. So that's all that it really was with them two, okay? Next up, we have Virginia and Eric. This is going to be a train wreck, a plane wreck, or some kind of wreck all up and through, okay? Because she is literally a party girl. He is literally a chill, laid back pilot, okay? He don't want to hit no clubs. He wants to go to bed at 9 p.m. or whatever. Now, you know, because he seems structured, set in his ways or whatever. He doesn't even think that the woman he will marry could possibly not want to take his last name, because I told him I want somebody like whatever. He said he wanted someone traditional, whatever. So anyone who was traditional that I would want, she would want to change her last name. I'm like, Virginia may want to keep whatever it is her last party freaking name is. I'm not sure. Now, he also brings up how even though this is his second marriage, he does not want it to be anything like his first, because his first marriage, as he said, it wasn't even a real marriage per se. It was just something that they did so that she could come live with him while he was in the military. So I'm like, y'all get married for no good reason. So I feel like they kind of put him in a category of people who don't take marriage seriously, because again, if the first marriage was just one of convenience so that y'all could live together, you this time is getting married just to get married. Like, you just want to be married. I'm like, you know what? I don't know. He getting married on whims, okay? Oh. Let me get married just in case it might work out. Girl, what the fuck, bye. Now, she, of course, is a party. Let's all get wasted. I wear tight jeans at the wide, but she's a party, okay? Anyway. Now she's at the little hotel with her friends or whatever. They're getting drunk. They're drinking and taking shots the day of the wedding. I'm like, she's really a party girl, okay? She brings up how I just think that anyone who would come on this show and sign up to be married, that means they really must want to be married, and they'll really be loyal to me. She has abandonment issues, and she's trying to fix that with a attached to the hip husband. Okay, I have abandonment issues. Let me go on a show that makes us get married, and then he has to be loyal. Have you not watched the show and see some of these men don't be loyal? Some of them don't even really want to get married. I'm looking like, yep, she bored too. This is a train wreck, a plane wreck, or some kind of wreck coming on through. Okay, now her parents at first were not so happy about this. Her dad, more than anything else or whatever, her dad does show up. Okay, he comes, he walks her down the aisle or whatever. Now she was, oh, I'm so nervous. Oh my God, crying. I'm like, girl, calm the fuck down. Breathe it on now. Inhale and exhale, you'll be fine and whatnot. Okay, now as she walked down the aisle and they see each other, they do smile. Okay, he's smiling, she's smiling, but I'm like, I think she drunk. Okay, the whole time she laughed through the whole wedding. Okay, but because she's tipsy. Okay, now he was kind of smiling, but I think he was just more nervous, not drunk. But she was definitely tipsy during the wedding. Okay, she look, don't that look like a drunk bride? I couldn't even get a picture because she kept laughing and moving. Okay, kept laughing and moving all over. Her dog was there. The dog was hype. I'm like, is the dog drunk? It may be, who knows. Anyway, they say some vows. Now they married. Okay, they kiss on the lips. They did do. I think Ryan and old girl kiss on the lips as well. I don't know if I mentioned that, but they kiss on the lips or whatever. She likes him. He likes her, but again, she's drunk, and he's just happy she's pretty or whatever. And not that I think they don't like each other. I think they like each other because it's like real new. I don't know if in 2 weeks it's gonna be this happy-go-lucky or whatever. I'm gonna leave that be too. Now, he brings up he's 30. Is he 36? He's 30, either 34, 30, whatever age he is. He's in his 30s, she's in her 20s. So I know she's 26. But neither of them has an issue with the age. You know, I think she says she usually dates a bit older. He usually dates a bit younger or whatever. But again, neither of them has an issue with the other one's age. But again, they not taking any wedding photos or whatever. Wait, no. they walk down the aisle first, okay? And again, she is a bit drunk and he is a bit nervous. So again, he's laughing and she's laughing too. I'm like, someone get her some water. She needs to calm the fuck down. Now, when they were taking their wedding photos, she was consistently kissing on him. Kiss, 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 all in their mouth. And you can tell he was like, okay, kiss, 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 kiss. But she kept like pressing her face on his face. It was a little bit of face abuse. But drunk people usually abuse their person's face with kisses because they can't hold their head up or whatever. But again, she's drunk. She's drunk, and not only is she drunk, she keeps drinking. So him and his parents realize, oh, she keeps drinking. I'm like, yeah, she does. So clearly not that she's an alcoholic. I would not say that she's an alcoholic, but I will say she doesn't read a room. You can't be getting dislodged at the wedding to a stranger. Don't you want to remember some shit? Maybe not. She wants to drink. Now, at the reception, she brings up how she goes out a lot to bars or whatever. He brings up how, well, I don't really go out a lot at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm a pilot, so I don't really do that or whatever. And he then brings up how his family is very conservative, mainly because she asked him, what do you think your mom is thinking? And he went, she's conservative, so I don't know, whatever, it'll be fine. When he brings up how his family is conservative, she then brings up how her family is pretty traditional, okay? But she then say, well, my parents are traditional, my siblings, not so much. She then tells us her sister is a lesbian, okay? She's been a lesbian her whole life. She's had a partner for 15 years. She then says, yeah, those my nephews, they were born from insemination. I was like, why did you just announce that them kids were test tube babies? Who does that? Like, who says my nephews came from artificial insemination? Why does that matter? I'm gonna leave that be. Anyway, he's like, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I don't judge anyone's life. She's a lot to deal with. And I feel like, I don't know if it's because she's drunk, if it's because she's young, or it could be because she's nervous. I'm not sure, but I can just vision a train wreck coming. And you can see him and his parents looking like, why she keep drinking? Like, y'all see she keep drinking? Y'all see she keep drinking? Like, they noticing, like, she's like at the bar. I'm like, girl, go talk to the family and the in-laws. She's like, nope, I need a drink. Anyway, we then have the last couple getting married, okay? Brianna and Vincent. I really feel like they're going to be the saving grace of this season. Let's hope it stays in the good graces of God's good hands, okay? Now, neither of them slept the night before the wedding because they're both very nervous about it. They're like, it's just nerves. Yeah. Now, Brianna's hair. She had her hair done, and when I was like, I had no idea it went from point A to point Z, and I'm like, where is it going? Like, what is going on? Now, I was like, I had to kind of show, it started with a little braid up, okay, little, braid down, get a little weave in there, whatever, and I'm like, oh, she gonna have some curly cute hair, okay, curly cute hair, but I'm like, well, what's the sad things hanging out? What's wrong with that? And I'm like, wait. It's all out and curly now? Wait a minute, what is she doing? And then the end result was gorgeous. Okay, I was like, ooh, I like that. I have never seen, I'm not a weave person or whatever. So I don't really see beginning and ends of people getting these kind of styles. I'm like, ooh, that's real cute. I liked it. Okay, because in the middle, I was confused on where it was going. Okay, I was very, very confused. But her look was amazing. Okay, I loved it. Oh yeah. Anyway, so as she's walking down the aisle, okay, they see each other and they both smile. And I was like, oh, it's so beautiful. Now his suit jacket, baby, ooh, I loved it. Okay, her dress was gorgeous. His suit was handsomely gorgeous. She's like, oh, he bald. He got a beard. And they tell each other that they're nervous or whatever, but they just smile real hard. It was really cute. I was like, ooh, they can be the saving grace of the season. Ooh, this looked like it may really, really work. Ooh, this looked like they can mesh well as long as they, you know what I'm saying, put in that good work. Now, they do their little vow things or whatever, and her family let him know that she's very, very bossy, this and that and that and this. I think telling someone that consistently over and over would scare me a little bit, because I feel like in a marriage you can't be, so bossy, so independent, so much to where you like don't want to bend at all, because the marriage is about compromise. I really do hope she can compromise with him and not be so bossy, 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 whatever. Now, his family tells her that he's a man of God and his faith comes first, and that he works hard to be a good man, and that when something needs to get done, he may not even tell you about it because he's getting it done. I said, oh, get it done then, man. Get it done. Again, it was a good vibe. Okay, they both say some vows to each other, strangers or whatever. Now, I like how he said that his prayers have been answered because God meant for them to cross paths. I was like, ooh. Oh, yeah, that was a good one. And now they married. They kiss on the lips and everything, like a little smooch. I was like, and it was like a good smooch or whatever, okay? And they, you know what I'm saying, girl, slit up the thigh. Her dress was gorgeous. Okay, gorgeous. Now, he is attracted to her. He brings up how she's gorgeous. I think she's so beautiful or whatever. And she's like, when I first saw him, I felt this relief, okay, because he's very handsome and I found him attractive. And I'm like, oh, okay, y'all cute or whatever, okay? Now, we find out that he is actually Dominican. And he's from the DR, the Dominican Republic, and he's been in Atlanta since 2011. He brings about he can show her and teach her the dances from his country, which is very, very cute. And then he tells her how he came on here to find love and to get married, so that's why he did that show. I'm glad you did this. I'm like, it's so cute. They're meshing very well. Okay, it's giving me the Woody and Amani vibes, meaning they're just meshing well. You know what I'm saying? They like each other. They're comfortable with each other, and they're not being too nervous, as in they can't get comfortable. And we seen when they were like walking to take their pictures, she brought up how the way he held her hand, he didn't like just hold her hand, he like clutched her hand, and she's like, when he clutched my hand, it made me feel like he's my security, like he made me feel secure. I was like, oh, girl, come on now. And she then said kissing him gives me a little bit of joy, like it's something. I was like, oh, what is going on here? He said how he does even feel like this is a thing where he's wearing a stranger. Like he said, I don't feel like she's a stranger. You know what I'm saying? Something about this feels very organic. But I'm like, girl, Woody and Armani vibes, very much so. And then at the reception or whatever, they were chit-chatting. They got on like what kind of food the other one likes, and he brought up how he likes chicken or whatever, and she said, oh really? Because she does not eat chicken, she's a pescatarian, so she eats fish, not no any other meat besides fish. And she said, but I can like cook for you if you want me to. He was like, no, how about we can like cook together? Like we can like we can don't have to go out. We can stay at home, make meals together for each other, whatever. And that can be our time to bond. And I was like, bitch, it was just really, really cute. Even when she asked him what he did, he brought up how he's a car brokesman. He is a car broker. Him explaining it to her, she was like, oh, that's cool. Like, she was like, impressed that he, had something to do of his own or whatever. It was real, real cute. I really want them to work because they seem so equally yoked right now, but again, it's only day one. We don't know what's gonna happen in 2 weeks, but again, they do give me Woody and Armani vibes or whatever. Now we see the next episode with the final two weddings. Paige and Chris' wedding is next. Girl, Chris ass keep bringing up how he only wants somebody who looks good or whatever. I'm like, Chris, but you not that. Where the picture at? Chris ass, I was gonna use this for next week or whatever. This is Chris ass waiting at the altar to see who his bride is. Chris is a piece of shit. I'm gonna say that now. I feel like Chris is going to be a piece of shit. Okay. I can't believe he even made it on the show. Who approved this? I need to know who signed off on this man being on the show. His parents were even in the audience saying, if the bride is ugly, it's a wrap. Okay, but if she's cute, it's a go. Now, as her friends / bridesmaids came walking down the aisle, his face looked like, ugh. Like, he looked like he didn't like the bridesmaids' looks. So I'm looking like he ain't gonna be. Girl, he gets on my nerve. He even said if he isn't attracted to her as she walks down the aisle, he doesn't know what he will do. And we do see, like, she walks in or whatever, they then shoot to him saying, oh shit. Now we know they cut and paste things sometimes too, so we don't know if that's a bad old shit or a beautiful old shit, because Paige looks pretty, but he's so fucking judgmental, he may not like that. But I'm like, you look like you was hit with a pretty ugly stick, Chris. So how dare you judge someone and keep putting an emphasis on how he has to have someone look. If she's not attractive, he won't like her. She may not like your ass, girl. Just know, if Chris comes with some bullshit, I'm gonna read his pretty ugly ass for filth. Okay, anyway, that was the episode. I'm done. Peace.